What's going on, folks, and welcome into this week's edition of Third and Long here on Sports Tree. As always, I'm your host, Connor Roundtree, and we're back to break down the NFL's Week 8. And we're starting off with a bit of a doozy. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills getting things going on Thursday Night Football. We're going to break down that entire game for you, give you our best bets, and then we'll jump into every single game on Sunday, give you some betting nuggets, some things to look out for, and of course give you our survivor pick, and then we'll get out of here with a trivia question to get you in to win a pair of NFL or CFL tickets to see any team that you'd like to see play live. And if we get into this game, it could be a bit of a toilet bowl. The Bills are 0-3 against the spread in their last 3 games, while the Buccaneers are 0-3 outright and against the spread against teams with a winning record this season. So that is not good. Two teams that are definitely struggling. The Buffalo Bills, I think if they're going to get this right, they're going to have to lean on Josh Allen in a matchup that he should be able to have some success. I like Gabe Davis to get involved. I think Gabe Davis goes up over his receiving number. If we show you his projection on Win Daily, you can see he's slated to clear his yard margin by quite a bit. Another prop I like is that I like Josh Allen to use his legs. We've seen that Tampa Bay has been pulverized on the ground by rushing quarterbacks throughout this season, and Josh Allen has the ability to escape the pocket and climb into the next level of the secondary with those workhorse legs. So I do see Josh Allen and Gabe Davis props that I like. I like Mike Williams to go up over 4.5 receptions at dash 105. I think there's value there. He's had 8+ targets in 5 of 6 games and has gone over this line with catches in 4 of the 6 games that he's played. So I do think that there is an opportunity for Mike Evans to get himself involved. Chris Godwin has double-digit targets in 2 out of his last 3 games. So I expect these teams to throw the football quite a bit, and that leaves the X factor to the run game. And there I will give the edge to the Buffalo Bills with James Cook. I know Rashard White is solid. However, I think this Bills team needs to make a statement here. They need to get things right. They are in a bit of a tailspin, and Thursday Night Football prime time, America is watching. You have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming to town, a team that you should be able to beat, but they are feisty. This is a spot for the Buffalo Bills to get right. I don't know if they cover the spread, but I'm going to take the Bills on the money line, and then I'm going to take the Gabe Davis over on his receiving yard prop, Josh Allen over on his rushing yard prop, and then Mike Evans over on his reception line. All right, folks, hopping into Sunday now, it's the Rams and the Cowboys, and we're leading towards the under here. 3 straight Rams games have gone under this total, and if I'd have to pick a straight-up winner, I'd probably lean towards the Cowboys, but this Rams team can be feisty. I also don't quite just trust the Cowboys yet, so I'm leaning towards the under in this one. Minnesota and Green Bay. The Vikings are 2-8-1 against the spread in their last 11 games as underdogs. Yikes. The Packers are 0-3 against the spread in their last 3 games overall, and 4 straight Viking games have gone under this total. Again, leaning towards the under. 2 offenses that I don't necessarily trust, although the big plays will be there in this one. However, 43 points is a lot of points to attain. Atlanta Falcons visiting the Tennessee Titans. A little nugget here is that the Titans are 5-0 against the spread after a bye under Mike Vrabel. However, unders are 6-1 in Falcons games this season and 17-6 in the Titans games across the last 2 seasons. Again, we're taking the under here, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing new here. The Tennessee Titans' biggest problem is their offense. They don't really have one. Well, I don't like Atlanta. I don't like Desmond Ridder outside of Atlanta. His numbers prove that. And I don't really like Desmond Ridder. Well, he's in Atlanta anyway. So we're taking the under in that one. We're taking that one quite comfortably. New Orleans Saints versus the Indianapolis Colts. And we have another under, ladies and gentlemen. 2 pretty solid defenses, 2 sputtering offenses. And the Saints have gone under this total in 12 out of their last 13 games. Let's lock it in. New England Patriots versus the Miami Dolphins. Take the Miami Dolphins to win this football game. The Dolphins are 5-0 against the spread against losing teams with losing records this season, and 4-0 against the spread as a favorite. Furthermore, they're 3-0 against the spread as home. So 5-4-3-2-1. Take the Dolphins. New York Jets versus the New York Giants. Another under. I know it's only 36.5. This is the total, but 2 teams are just terrible. Unders are 6-1 in Giants games this season with 5 straight unders hitting, and I don't think Zach Wilson is the kind of guy that's going to go up and torch the scoreboard, especially when it's the battle for New York. It's going to be in MetLife. It's almost November. It's Halloween season. The weather will not be nice, and I think this is going to be some smash mouth football. Jacksonville at Pittsburgh. I feel like I should be favoring the Jaguars, but I'm staying against this one. I'm staying away from this one because the Steelers are 7-1 outright and against the spread their last 8 games as underdogs. The Jaguars are 3-0 against the spread on the road this season, but something's got to give in this matchup. The Jaguars have covered 4 consecutive games So what's going to happen? Is it going to be the Steelers show up as the underdog at home and do what they usually do and win, or are the Jaguars going to stay hot and get the win? I'm staying away from this one because I'm just not sure. Cleveland Browns versus the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks offense is sputtering right now. Geno Smith has been sacked a total of 6 times over the past 2 weeks, and that's not a good sign when you're going up against a Browns defense that can pulverize you. I don't think there's going to be lots of offense. I think there's going to be lots of rushing attacks in this game, so the clock will tick and tick comfortably, so take the under. Kansas City at Denver. Take the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game. They're 4-0 outright and against the spread against teams with winning records this season. They've also won 16 straight meetings against the Denver Broncos, going 11-5 against the spread over that span. Look, take the Kansas City Chiefs to win this one. Take them in a parlay. Do whatever you have to do. But Mahomes has never lost to the Denver Broncos. He's 12-0 against the Broncos. The Chiefs, as a total, have won 16 consecutive meetings. Let's take the Chiefs. Baltimore Ravens at the Arizona Cardinals. Battle of the Birds. Make sure you take the Baltimore Ravens. The Cardinals are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games after starting 3-0 against the spread on the season. They've come back down to earth, and Baltimore just opened up a can of whoop-ass last week, so they look pretty good. Cincinnati at San Francisco. Underdog pick of the week. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals. I took them with 5.5 points. It's now down to 3.5 points. There are injury question marks around Brock Purdy. There are question marks around Deebo Samuel. There are question marks around Christian McCaffrey. Too many question marks around the San Francisco 49ers team, and the Cincinnati Bengals are looking good. They're coming off of a bye week. They're 2-0 out of buys, and they've scored 37 and 32 points in their last 2 buys with Joe Burrow as quarterback. So I think that they're going to go out. I think they're going to be well rested. I think the Bengals are going to win this football game. There's just too many question marks around the San Francisco 49ers, and that value on a Bengals team that knows how to beat good football teams. I'm going to take that all day, every day. Philadelphia Eagles versus the Washington Commanders. Make sure you take the Eagles in this one. The Commanders are 0-3 against the spread at home this season. I think the Eagles can cover the 6.5 points quite comfortably, and 3 straight Eagle games have gone under the total in this one. No one has absorbed more sacks this season than Sam Howell. I think this Eagles team is just going to pin their ears back and eat him alive. I think this Eagles team on offense is also going to be able to score at will, and I don't see how Washington's going to get anything done with their offensive possessions against this Eagles defense. So let's lock in the Eagles to win this game and cover the spread. You can also use this as a survivor pick. It's a little safe, but I like the Monday Night Football matchup for Survivor. We'll break that down on the Monday morning wrap. Houston Texans visit the Carolina Panthers. It's CJ Stroud versus Bryce Young, and that's about the only good storyline heading into this game. We won't be watching. We do recommend that you don't watch either, but hey, if you like the future of the NFL quarterback position, maybe tune in. Sunday Night Football, Bears at Chargers. A bit of a snooze fest in this one. Tyson Bagent will get the start for the Bears. The former Division II quarterback is a perfect 1-0 in his career as a starting NFL quarterback now, and he gets to battle Justin Herbert, who has the most losses as a starting quarterback in the NFL since his draft. So, yeah, we're going to stay away from this one. That is a stay away spot if I ever did hear one. Survivor pick of the week, we just talked about it. Either the Philadelphia Eagles or the Detroit Lions. You'd be safe with either one of them. I'm still flip-flopping on that one. I'm not going to lie to you. So make sure you purchase our Sports Tree pick package to get our official Survivor pick of the week. That will be live right after this show. All right, folks, as for your trivia question on this week's edition of Trees 3, we mentioned earlier in the show, it's the Battle of New York, the Jets versus the Giants, the 15th edition of the Battle of New York. It's kind of crazy that they've only played 15 times, seeing how long these two franchises have been around. But who has the advantage as of now? Entering Sunday's matchup, who has the advantage? Who's won more games in that series? Is it the Giants or the Jets? Head over to sportstree.ca, answer that question. You're in to win a pair of CFL or NFL tickets to see any team that you'd like to see play live. Furthermore, our bracket challenge for the CFL playoffs is coming up. We're going to start talking a little CFL football on these shows moving forward, so make sure you head over to sportstree.ca, sign up, and get ready for a CFL bracket challenge, a chance for you to get in to win another $500. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree. Enjoy the football.